Yes, baby, she is older than me. It all started on an ordinary afternoon in late September. The sun was soft, the streets were calm, and I was walking home from the library with my headphones on. I had no idea that a single moment that day would change my entire life. I first saw her standing outside the old coffee shop near the park. She wore a simple white shirt and blue jeans, her hair tied back loosely, with a few strands falling freely around her face. She wasn't someone who would turn heads instantly, but there was something magnetic about her presence, a quiet confidence, a calm maturity that drew me in before I even realized it. Her name was Sarah. I met her when I dropped my books while passing by. She smiled, knelt to help me pick them up, and said, "You should be careful. The world's full of stories waiting for you, but not if you drop them on the road." Her voice was warm and gentle, the kind of voice that made you listen even if she wasn't saying much. We talked for the first time that day about books, coffee, and how the world feels too fast sometimes. When I asked what she did, she said she was a teacher at a nearby school. I told her I was a university student. She laughed softly and said, "Ah, so you're one of those young dreamers." I didn't mind the tease. There was something in her eyes, wisdom mixed with kindness, that made me want to keep talking. From that day onward, I found reasons to pass by the coffee shop more often. Sometimes she was there, reading or grading papers. Sometimes she wasn't. But when she was, my day felt different, lighter, fuller, alive. Weeks passed. We started sitting together, sharing small talks that slowly turned into long conversations. I learned that she was 6 years older than me, that she had lived through heartbreak, loneliness, and the kind of silence that only strong people survive. But despite it all, she had a smile that could warm the coldest night. One evening, it started raining while we were talking. Everyone rushed inside, but she stayed under the awning, watching the rain fall on the empty street. I stood beside her, and without thinking I said, "You like the rain too much for someone who doesn't believe in miracles." She looked at me, smiled, and said, "Maybe the rain is the only miracle I still believe in." That night something changed between us. It wasn't love, not yet, but it was something close, something unspoken. I could feel it in the way she looked at me, gently but with walls around her heart. A few days later, my friends noticed. One of them joked, "Bro, that woman's older than you." I just smiled and said, "Yes, baby, she is older than me." But in my heart, I knew it didn't matter. Her age wasn't what I saw. I saw a soul that understood mine, a voice that calmed my storms, a woman who had already faced the pain I was just beginning to understand. Still, the world doesn't stay quiet for long. People talked, questioned, and warned me. "You'll